man he was when he came home, if I could describe it in any way, he was a servant leader. He served others. He was a humble man.
Friend and fellow veteran Travis Cox there, remembering Chris Kyle. Kyle, a former Navy SEAL known for the most sniper kills in the military, spent his time helping fellow veterans deal with PTSD.
This morning, the man who police say shot and killed him and a friend of Kyle's is in jail. Eddie Ralph is charged with 2 counts of capital murder. Tracy Potts is live for us in Washington this morning with a closer look at this investigation. Good morning.
Good morning. And Ralph could be facing the death penalty as a result of these shootings of which he's accused. And it was so shocking, not only in Texas, but around the country, that one of the victims was Chris Kyle, who is not only a former military sniper, but a decorated Iraq vet. 2 Silver Stars, 5 Bronze Stars, involved in combat and weapons training. But now lots of questions about how he was killed. You mentioned PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, which Ralph is believed to have suffered from. He, by the way, is a Marine reservist and Iraq vet himself. That has not been confirmed yet, but we do know that Kyle did work with soldiers who had PTSD, and for what we know so far, the 3 of them went to the shooting range on Saturday together. We don't know what transpired or why, but afterwards, authorities ended up catching up with Ralph after he had taken Kyle's car, authorities say, gone to his sister's house, confessed, and then moved on, and they were able to catch up with him. So this is not only a sad story and a tragic story as any shooting would be, but it's also significant because it comes right in the middle of this big national debate on gun control.
Tracy, any idea what impact this could have over the debate on gun violence and gun control?
Well, you know, it's a good question, and one of the things that they're talking about here in Washington is restricting access to weapons to the mentally ill. How would you define the mentally ill? For how long would that restriction be? We don't know yet. The president's talking about this today in Minneapolis, but if in fact it turns out Ralph is found responsible and had PTSD, it raises the question of, you know, how do you define that and whether or not some sort of restrictions would be in order.
Tracy Potts live from Capitol Hill. Thank you, Tracy.
You know, Tracy touched on it, the recent killings involving military veterans raising awareness on PTSD.
It's an anxiety disorder that can happen to anyone who's seen or experienced a traumatic event.
Meanwhile, a new Pentagon study finds suicide claimed the lives of more American soldiers last year. Now, there were 325 confirmed or potential suicides among Army personnel last year, an average of almost 1 death per day, which, by the way, is a record. The Army says it will continue to take aggressive measures to prevent suicides and help soldiers suffering from mental trauma.